Hi, welcome to States of Matter and how the kinetic molecular theory affects each. Today we're going to be looking at solids, liquids, gases, and plasmas, and the transitions in between them. So the kinetic molecular theory states that matter is always moving. All matter is always moving, no matter what. Kinetic means motion, we know. Molecular is on the atomic level, and theory is how we think or believe something is happening. So solids have a definite shape and a definite volume. The kinetic molecular theory says that they're held very closely together and there's very little movement between them. Liquids have an indefinite shape and a definite volume. Liquids will take the shape of their container. The atoms have more space between them than they do in a solid. They have the ability to roll over and around each other, but they won't separate completely. Gases have an indefinite shape and an indefinite volume. Gases will expand completely to fill their container. They're moving in random patterns with varying distance between them. Gases expand. Plasma is by far the most common form of matter in the universe because that's what makes up planets and stars and the space between the stars. But it's not the most common here on Earth. It will behave like a superheated gas-like liquid. It will flow like a liquid, but it will expand like a gas. When we look at water, for example, water below 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit is solid. We call it ice. The molecules are held in a very tight, rigid crystal structure. Between 0 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit and 212 degrees Fahrenheit, water is a liquid. We just call it water. And the molecules are held close together, but they can move and flow freely. Above 100 degrees Celsius or over 212 degrees Fahrenheit, water becomes a vapor or a gas. We sometimes call it steam. And the particles will move in random patterns over large distances. Changing state from one state to another, from a solid to a liquid to a gas and even to a plasma, requires energy. It could come in energy in the form of heat or pressure. So increasing the temperature or increasing the pressure, which we'll study when we look at gas laws, will cause a change in state from a solid to a liquid to a gas and occasionally into a plasma. So as the temperatures increase from a solid to a liquid to a gas and eventually to a plasma in some cases, solid to a liquid, that transition is known as melting. A liquid to a gas is evaporation or boiling, depending on how it's done. A solid directly to a gas is sublimation, and the only substance we know of that sublimates is dry ice. Going in the other direction, a gas down to a liquid is condensation, a liquid down to a solid is freezing, and a gas directly to a solid is called deposition. To get a plasma, we simply superheat a gas, but not all gases will become plasmas. Thanks for watching.